Hey everybody, Roman versus with the Squashfest podcast and my co-host.
A man who has survived one half of the WWE onslaught of this weekend and lived to tell the tale, the boy Harm.
I like the gravelly voice.
I haven't even watched NXT yet. I have to watch that too.
Shame. It was a good show.
You don't watch NXT.
I know, but look at how excited you when you thought I might have.
No. Anyways, we're going to be reviewing Friday Night Smackdown and Saturday Night Main Event on today's episode of the Squashfest podcast. And it is it's a lot.
It is a lot. A lot of garbage. It was just it was not a good 2 days so far.
Before we move on, I'm going to say, because hopefully he's not seriously hurt, but hopefully Seth Rollins.
Poor guy.
Yeah, he didn't even look. It didn't look that bad. It was a lion salt, and he landed on his knee and he tweaked it, and then it just.
And then he was like, he was just like stoic, but he was still there. He was just like,
yeah.
You know, when he was talking to Paul on the side and he's talking to the ref and the doctor and like he looked okay, like it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But then the fact that they showed the after clips online when
he had to be helped.
Yeah, when he had to be helped and he's trying to walk off on his own and he can't, and then he's over here cussing to the heavens. Yeah. That's when I'm like, crap.
I thought it was part of the match.
Yeah.
Until he got up and LA Knight hit the BFT right away. And I'm like, oh, that's not how you end a match. He might be seriously hurt.
What pissed me off was LA Knight seemed pissed about it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like he can't help if he got hurt.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that there was a different finish and it was going to be way more climactic and exciting, but okay, a man got hurt in the ring. He can't help it. Like, just go with the flow and do what you got to do and be professional. Like, why are you pissed about it? That irked me. This is one of the many reasons I don't like this guy.
It's that's what the old adage is, right? It's not ballet, right? People say this is a fake sport and it's entertainment. Yes, it is. But they go out there and they put their bodies on the line, and this type of stuff happens. And you know, it's going to be interesting to see what they do moving forward, if he's seriously hurt or if he's just out for a little while, because he still has that briefcase and who knows what happens. But we're getting ahead of thing. Let's go into SmackDown. And what was your take on Friday Night SmackDown?
It was bad. It was a bad episode, and it's to the point where right before we aired, you asked me the question, are we going to have to just start skipping SmackDown? Like, not even reviewing it? Like, obviously, we got to watch it, but, like, what is the point of reviewing hot garbage every single week? Like, if anything, it's bringing down our show as well. So it's like, and it's a legitimate question. As of right now, it's not the best product. Again, it's tag team heavily focused, and this is our fault because we asked for this. We asked for this, and he's delivering, just not exactly what we expected. I did enjoy small aspects of it. Like, I enjoyed the Aleister Black and Ron Killings segment. The match was good. And then I like the after segment. But it's like, you always get this, like, one little sprinkle of enjoyment, and then the rest is hot garbage. But it's like, you can't put sprinkles on poop and expect me to eat it. That's the analogy I'm running with.
That's a new analogy. I like it. Okay. All right, so let's start. LA Knight kicks off this show. And LA Knight comes to the ring. And he's doing his LA Knight thing. I'm going to take out Seth Rollins. I'm going to do this. It doesn't matter if you have the Money in the Bank briefcase, because tomorrow night you're going to be staring up at the lights and everybody's going to be saying the three, with everybody saying, oh, blah, 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 blah. Paul Heyman comes out, and Paul Heyman is warning him that LA Knight has no future because he is the Oracle and he can see the future. And the future is Seth Rollins. The future is Braun Breaker. all of this stuff, right? Eventually, Solo Sikoa and his group comes out, and we finally got a name for Bloodline 3.0. They are the MFTs.
My family
And
tree.
My family tree. I'm sorry, that is hot garbage. My family tree. They're not your family. Not a single member of this group is blood related to you.
But he's
Everybody
making
who's
his own family is the point.
everybody who's blood related to you in this company hates your goddamn guts.
You heard what I said?
I heard what you said.
He's making his own family. I like
they
it.
sound like
I don't like
MFT.
I don't like the MFT part. Like I don't think the abbreviation was, but you could have done something family tree and just called it that.
They sound like they're trying to scam people out of some non-fungible token pictures,
That's what I'm saying. A couple
years ago.
Yeah.
Like,
the NFTs.
I
get it. That's what I don't like about it. The acronym, I'm not a fan.
All right. So Solo comes up, and he essentially just says, "This is not the bloodline. This is the MFTs. And Paul, if you're not lucky, I'm gonna put you through a table again."
Yep.
They go to the ring, and they're about to 4-on-1 beat down LA Knight. Jimmy Uso, Big Brother Jimmy, comes out.
Came out of nowhere.
Comes out of nowhere with a chair.
Yeah.
And just fights off all four of them.
Mm-hmm.
We find out later that we're going to get a tag match between Jimmy Uso and LA Knight against Solo Sikoa and JC Mateo.
So I just want to say real quick, I like the fact for Jimmy, I like the role of him coming in and just whenever Solo's trying to do anything or get some momentum or whatever, he just comes in and just blindsides them. I love that aspect of it, and I think they should keep that going. I don't think they will, because I think they want to just focus on him getting his ass kicked every week or tag teaming with somebody different every week. However, I think it would be dope story if you just see him sabotaging Solo constantly.
MFT Hunter, Jimmy Uso.
Yes. It'll give him something to do, because again, all he does now is tag with other people or get his butt kicked. That's literally all he does.
So yeah, we had that. And then we get a fatal 4-way women's match between four of the tag members who are going to be in the match tonight.
They are heavily trying to get us to love Charlotte. They are
Charlotte
so
hard.
They so hard.
So it annoyed me that Alexa Bliss and Charlotte have a new T-shirt.
Oh, I
didn't. I
didn't notice.
Alexa was wearing it.
Which one? Says, "We're not friends."
We're not friends.
Oh, okay, yes. Then I saw.
Yes, that's their new shirt.
Okay.
It's so bad. And when they come out together, Charlotte's in her corner, and this is Alexa versus Sol Ruca versus Kairi Sane versus Roxanne Perez.
Yes,
fatal 4-way match.
But I did like the little end of it, and it was so stupid. But it was just like, I'm not really a cheerleader, and then she's like, "Charlotte, I know that because you'd be a terrible cheerleader." I'm sorry, it was so cheesy and corny that I enjoyed it.
What kind of weird buddy cop thing is this?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, this is some weird buddy cop film.
They really trying to get Charlotte over as a babyface and using Alexa's charm. Alexa's charming. Alexa's great.
Yes. That's exactly what they're doing. Yes.
Question. Was this the first time you ever seen Sol Ruca wrestle?
No. I've seen her wrestle.
Okay.
She was amazing.
Sol Ruca's amazing.
Yeah. She
stole this match in the moment she was in this match. She's going to be a star. This was a fun enough match. All four of these women can wrestle. The story obviously is
they made Raquel look really strong for a little.
Yes,
bit,
they
for
did.
A few
they
minutes,
did,
and I love that. They need to keep doing that.
Well, they said. Well, I don't listen to his podcast, but Kevin Nash came out last week on his podcast and said she needs to wrestle like a giant. He said she bumps too much.
She does.
Like if she's in the ring and she's going to bump for somebody smaller, they need to work for it. Like she needs to wrestle. Attack the legs
type of deal.
Attack the legs. Hit her with three drop kicks. Have her stand up on her own. Have her do something. Have her wrestle big because she doesn't. But they made her look really strong. I did like the little with her and Zarya,
Yeah,
because Zarya is like their NXT version of like
of her.
their of her or of Rhea, the next big strong person.
Yeah.
Fun enough match. My thing is, we say this is a tag team heavy show, SmackDown.
Yes.
Last week we got an 8-man tag between one member of every tag team in the men's division
Yes.
against the Wyatt Six.
Yes.
This was just one member of every female tag team against each other.
Yes.
Like, are they running out of ideas
And it's terrible.
week in and week out?
And notice how they're including every single tag team, but there's no tag team match.
There was one tag team match. We'll get
At
into
the
that
end,
next.
yes, we'll get it.
No, there was 2 tag team matches because we had the Wyatt match as well.
Wait, that's the one I'm talking about. Which one are you talking about?
JC Mateo and Solo Sikoa.
I don't count that. That's not a tag team. That's just 2 members of a faction. That don't count.
Whatever, they had a tag match. But Alexa Bliss gets the win. She eventually hits the Sister Abigail DDT, I believe, on Kairi Sane. After a little bit of a back and forth to get the win, and Charlotte and Alexa, celebrating the ring. They really want us to watch Evolution tonight. They really want us to watch Evolution tonight. We're gonna watch it because we have to review it.
Have to.
But we'll get into Saturday Night Main Event. They even added somebody to one of the marquee matches to try to get more people to watch. So Bianca, special guest referee.
That's for later. That's for later. That's for later. That pissed me off so much. Let's keep it
But
going.
yeah, Alexa gets the win. Sol Ruka shined.
Yep.
I love Sol Ruka. She's going to be a star in the future. All right. So let's talk about this tag team championship match.
Mhm.
The Wyatts versus the Street Profits.
Yeah.
Fun match.
Fun match.
Fun match. Joe Gacy, Dexter Loomis, they're really great in their roles. Street Profits are a great tag team.
Mhm.
I have a lot of takes. My first take is I hate the fact that during the course of this match, it did not seem like the Profits had any fear of the Wyatts.
Agreed.
Like no fear, even to the point where they were going into commercial break, and Montez Ford mimicked Dexter Loomis's walk on his hands to make fun of him, and I'm like, this is supposed to be a supernatural cult style gimmick group,
And for weeks they've been acting like they're scared, and then all of a sudden they're no fear.
No fear at all during this match.
Yeah.
It's like they should be afraid to fight them. They should be worried about everything that's going to happen. They should have an aura above them that it just makes no sense. I also don't think the Wyatts. I thought this way about Bray too when during Bray's first run. The fact that a supernatural group cares for titles to begin with.
Yes, I remember. You used to argue that all the time.
It doesn't make
All the
sense.
time. I agree. I understand what you're saying.
Their motivation should be above championship.
Yeah.
Their motivation should be hurting everybody to make themselves feel better, to heal.
Yeah.
Their motivation shouldn't be, I want these shiny pieces of gold to show that we're the best wrestlers in the world.
Yeah.
Y'all should not care about being wrestlers. Y'all should care about being the guy, the villains from The Hills Have Eyes and murdering people. Like, that's your gimmick.
Like, if they would have won the titles but not really give a damn about winning the titles, then I'd have been fine with that. But it's the fact that they started like Eric Rowan was holding it up. Not even that, he was holding it up, and then you see Gacy like like almost worshiping the titles. That was super stupid. I agree.
It's almost like Gollum in the One Ring.
Yes, yes, that's exactly how it came across. Now the problem I had was commentary.
Okay.
Commentary pissed me off with every 2 seconds saying how Gacy and I forgot the other one. What's his name?
Dexter Loomis
had to win the titles because Howdy told them to, and you don't want to defy Howdy. And they're making it seem like they should be fearful of him when we've been given zero indication of that. There's supposed to be this family,
Family.
and I can understand the you want to fear Howdy, but he hasn't done anything from the inception of this group until now where that he's anything but family oriented towards this group.
Yeah, and I don't view Uncle Howdy Bo Dallas in this group as the true leader, like huge leader of the faction. Yes, he's the leader. Yes, he's Bray's brother. He's leading the faction. But I don't view him in a traditional sense of a leader, right? He put this group together to help because he felt like they needed to heal and whatever. But he's not out there like Solo Sokoa is front and center. He's not out there like Seth Rollins is. Like he's just there, sitting there, watching them. And he's more of a compassionate leader than
That's what I would argue.
Yeah.
He looks like a fun uncle sitting on a goddamn chair on the porch, just watching the kids play. That's exactly what he's coming across. So for commentary to keep saying it like they're supposed to fear him just irked me the entire match.
Like, you lose, I'm going to come set you on fire.
Exactly.
Like, no,
that's not at all what he's giving off. That's not the energy. It's more like, good job, boys. Good job. Go get those titles. Like, that's what he's giving off.
Yeah.
It pissed me off.
It's like, and they've, like we spoke about this before, they've strayed so left with what this group should have been, or what they seem to have wanted this group to begin with originally, and it's like there's no direction with them right now other than, it'll be cool to get some gold on these guys to make people care about them again, but what's the goal of this group?
Again,
there's
what is
no
the end game. I agree.
Yeah,
there's no, and not for nothing, I also say, like, it seems like they're going after tag teams, but why are you focused on tag teams? Like, there's plenty of single stars that I feel like they should be going after, like Uncle Howdy specifically with his goals. But again, what the hell are their goals? We sit here and we say this is what the group should be, but that's not what the group is. The group is literally, we're going after tag teams for no goddamn reason, and we're going to take the gold.
The original promos were, and it made sense to go after Chad Gable at first months ago, because Chad Gable had Alpha Academy, and he goes, Alpha Academy means my family, and then Uncle Howdy didn't like the way Chad Gable was treating his family, and he attacked him and murdered Chad Gable on television because he was disrespecting the word of family. That makes sense.
Yes.
What they're doing now doesn't make any sense.
Because Hunter listened to us a little too good, and he heard that we wanted focus on the tag team division, and so he's throwing everything at the tag team division. That's the problem. Sometimes we just need to stop.
All right, so the Wyatt Six win towards the end. They hit a double team power bomb type thing. Gacy gets the pinfall on one of the Street Profits.
And then the belt worshipping, and we need to.
Yeah, belt.
Yep.
Yeah, it's it. All right. So then we get our inaugural Jelly Roll segment.
Okay.
I like Jelly Roll. I listen to his music. I think he's a really talented musician.
Okay.
I don't need him on my WWE TV.
Okay, that's what I suspected was coming, and I agree.
He came out. He started singing his most popular song.
Yep.
And
I felt bad for the crowd. I want to tell you that, because literally people were holding up signs saying, I only came for Jelly Roll.
Well, they were in Nashville, Tennessee. So.
I get it, but I'm saying, and then he got through, 30 seconds of song?
Yeah, and then Logan Paul, that's how you get heat. Logan Paul comes out and he starts destroying the set up top. He gets into the ring, and Logan Paul goes into Jelly Roll's face and he goes, we don't want you here. You're an outsider. You're disrespecting everything that we try to build here in WWE.
He started calling this man an influencer and all these different things, and everything just pertained to him.
To him. And Jelly Roll's getting so upset.
Yeah.
And then Randy Orton comes out, and Randy Orton just starts yelling at Logan Paul. And he's like, Logan, are you serious? We have to do everything. And I felt like he was shooting on him, telling him the truth a little bit. He's like, we have to do everything in the back so we don't piss off the great Logan Paul. Like, you are not the person to be calling anybody an outsider here. And so eventually he turns around and he gets claymored by Drew McIntyre. And I saw this and I looked at Natalie right away. And I looked at my daughter and she goes, "We're getting Jelly Roll and Randy Orton at SummerSlam against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. That's going to be the match." And she goes, "I will shoot myself in the head." That's exactly what she said. And then I was like, that's what we're going to get. And then, so after Drew McIntyre walks away, Logan starts beating down on Randy Orton, pummeling him. Jelly Roll grabs Logan Paul and throws him.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets up, and I forget which night. It was which one was the night where he punched him? Was that Saturday Night Main Event?
That was Saturday Night Main Event.
Okay, so Friday he just throws him, and they get out of the ring, and Randy and Jelly Roll are standing tall. Then they have the backstage.
Sure. Now I'm confused.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. They have the backstage, and Randy tells Jelly Roll, "Thank you for having my back out there. I want you in my corner tomorrow night at Saturday Night Main Event."
Yeah.
So we know Jelly Roll is going to be in Atlanta for Saturday Night Main Event. They didn't announce that Logan Paul was going to be in Drew McIntyre's corner, but you knew that was going to happen. So, whatever. After that, Logan Paul, after he gets thrown out of the ring, goes up to the top of the stage and just starts breaking all of the equipment, Motley Crue style.
Yeah.
And Jelly Roll's super pissed, and all of security, Adam Pearce and British Adam Pearce, are holding him back.
It just looked like he was gonna cry throughout that whole segment, and that irked my soul. It really looked like he was gonna cry.
I don't know, man. So, yeah. So we'll get into Saturday Night Main Event and what happened there. So then we get Ron Killings versus Aleister Black, and you said earlier this was a fun enough match. This match was really short. This match was like 6 minutes long. Aleister doing a lot of beatdown on Ron Killings. Eventually, Ron Killings wins with an Okada roll, and just walks out of the ring and just walks away from Aleister Black.
I thought that was perfect.
Almost disrespectful, like he's like, I pinned you, I'm out of here.
Yep. Like he didn't stick around at all.
No. Aleister goes backstage, super pissed off. He sees Damian Priest. Damian Priest does his best to try to calm him down, saying, "You lost the match. I understand you're pissed, but let it go. It's over." And he goes to walk away. Aleister Black says, "Hey, Damian." Damian turns around, hits him with a high knee, and
hit him with a bunch of different kicks.
Yeah, hit him with a high knee.
Hit him right into the cement post.
Yeah, he hit him with the black mass, his finishing kick, and he hit the cement post afterwards, and then threw him into the thing before female security.
And then he kneels down and he's like, "Now I feel better. Now it's over." Like,
so we're gonna eventually get Adam Pearce. I'm sorry, Damian Priest versus Aleister Black at probably the next Saturday Night Main Event or SummerSlam, or probably next week.
I think it was a great match. I think this feud.
It was an okay match. It was just quick.
I thought it was a great match. I love the fact that it was quick. It didn't need to be long. It did exactly what it needed to be. You want a long, drawn out Ron Killings versus Aleister Black match? No, you don't need it. Yeah. It did exactly what it needed to be. And then afterwards, you set up for the feud that a lot of people have been waiting for. You got the Dark Knight versus the Dark Knight.
You got two guys who just won. You got Puerto Rican Aleister Black versus white Damian Priest. Like,
Exactly. Speaking of which, Zelina Vega?
She wasn't on the show.
I'm aware, but apparently there's like vignettes of her character possibly changing.
Was that on SmackDown?
No. It's online.
Oh, it was on social media? I haven't seen those. I'll have to look them up.
So I heard. There was like a clip of it, and it looked like she was going dark.
You can only be babyface anime enthusiast character for so long.
Yeah, she started posting all this freaky, crazy stuff as of July 6th.
So last week? Okay, I have to look it up. I
And
haven't.
it's like her. I'm guessing it's like her having nightmares after losing the title and stuff like that. And she's going through a lot. They show her with like flashes of like a python, I think it looks like, and then she's like crying, and then it kind of looked like there was something behind her for like 2 seconds. So I don't know. Maybe they're coming up with a new gimmick for her.
No, she needs it. Alrighty.
But I was the reason why I bring it up was because it made me think of maybe they're gonna pair her with Alistair.
With her husband, it would
Yeah.
make sense.
I think it would be dope. I think she has the charisma to pretty
Yeah.
much pull off any gimmick. So imagine her with him. I think that would be dope.
She needs some sort of gimmick change. Like we talked about this when she won the United States Championship.
Listen,
What's
listen.
next?
I'm gonna say the same thing that I said before she won the belt. What is the point of a gimmick change if you ain't gonna do nothing with her? So again, do it, but with something in mind.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. So then we get our face-to-face between Trish Stratus and the women's champion Tiffany Stratton.
In what was a high octane filled promo.
This promo was I'm young, you're old. I'm new, you're old. I'm the evolution. I'm the 2.0 version of you. You don't have it anymore. You were a pioneer. You paved the way for us, but that was 25 years ago. I watched it on VHS tapes. Like this promo was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wanted to put my fist through the monitor when I watched this. So Tiffany Stratton comes on. She starts talking about Trish Stratus, and she's just talking about her match at Evolution. And Trish comes out. Actually, they were in the ring already. They didn't even come out. They were in the ring already before the beatdown of Damian Priest.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just talking back and forth. And again, it just came off as old woman, not old woman. I'm sorry, let me not say that. Veteran versus rookie in a championship match and giving each other crap. One point, Trish Stratus calls Tiffany Stratton a baby because she learned about VHS tapes on TikTok. Like, what was this promo? Who wrote this? This felt like somebody who was 55 years old who doesn't know how to write a wrestling promo, just wrote something together and said, just read this. No one's gonna care.
So my only gripe about what you're saying is, what did you want from this promo?
Something that makes me care for
Like
this
what?
match.
Like what? Because realistically, there's no real beef between them. So what do they have to beef about? Nothing. So realistically, the only thing you can go after is the age thing, and that she came before, and so on and so forth. Like, what did you expect Tiffany to say that was going to make you suddenly care about this feud? There was nothing. There's nothing there because there's no real gripe. They just tag teamed a few months ago.
She literally said to her, if I beat you because you're one of the goats, maybe they'll consider me one of the goats. No, Tiffany, that's not how that works. You're brand new. You do not become one of the greatest of all time by defeating Trish Stratus. I'm sorry. Eventually, Naomi comes out with the briefcase. She says, it doesn't matter which one of you two are you going to win. Remember, I still have this. She gets blindsided by Jade Cargill from behind. They brawl. Yeah, it's that's it, man. Wherever you get Naomi, you get Jade Cargill.
Yep.
Wherever you get Jade Cargill, you get Naomi. This is again, if they do it right, they can make this run until WrestleMania. But this is my Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting tired of it.
Yep.
It's just getting to the point where the blow off should have been done already.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't do the blow off tonight at Evolution, where is the blow off going to be? Do you go unless they go away from it? Naomi wins the title, cashes in some point. Jade wins the Royal Rumble, and then we get it at Mania. They come back around to it. That's the only thing I can see. But I need a break from these two.
So you're not gonna get it. if history says anything, because Hunter loves to repeat things, and he loves things to not go away. We just finally got away from Priest and McIntyre, and that took like 17 years. So imagine this, because this ain't even as old. So I'm sorry to say, you got a lot more of this coming your way, buddy. There's not going to be a blow off right now.
The start of this feud started in October of last year.
Yeah.
We're 3 months. That's 9 months ago.
Yeah. Huh? And when did the McIntyre and Priest?
That started at WrestleMania 40 when Priest cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase, and that didn't end until the pay-per-view after Mania this year. So that went 13 months ish.
Okay, there you go. So we got mad time.
Okay. Let's talk about our main event. LA Knight and Jimmy Uso versus Solo Sikoa and Jason Mateo. So, for the second time in 3 weeks, the international feed on Netflix did not have this match playing. I actually did not see this match. I tried to watch it on Saturday, and it replayed the entirety of SmackDown from the beginning again.
That's interesting.
So, it's weird. The Netflix is having issues with this. But essentially, Knight and Jimmy Uso get the win in a fun match.
It was not fun.
Okay. Knight and Jimmy Uso get the win in a solid enough match. Okay. It was just to continue the thing going forward.
Going into Saturday Night Live.
Going on Sunday Night Main Event, not Saturday Night Live.
What I say.
We're not getting Pete Davidson. We're not getting Michael Shea.
You don't know that. You don't know that. They could be in the crowd.
They had a WrestleMania match with Michael Shea and what the other one, Mr. Scarlett Johansson. What's his name? Colin Jost.
Damn. Did they?
They were in the Battle Royal a couple years ago. That's when they were feuding with Braun Strowman.
I got nothing.
All right. Well, anyways.
That sounds like a 5-star match, though.
Knight and Jey Uso get the win. The MFTs come out. The rest of the MFTs come out. They chase off Jimmy Uso. The Braun Breaker crew, the Seth Rollins crew, comes out. They beat down LA Knight. They hit him with a bunch of...
This is because Jimmy got the win.
Jimmy got the win. He hit the splash onto Solo to pin him going into Saturday Night Main Event, which would lead us to the United States Championship match between him and his brother.
Yeah.
On Saturday Night Main Event.
And then they chased him off.
Then they chased him off. The Breaker crew comes in. They beat down LA Knight to end the show. But yeah, SmackDown, it's a chore. And I understood SmackDown this week was to get you to the rest of the shows for the weekend. It was to get you to the Saturday Night Main Event, and it was to get you to Evolution. It's becoming such a chore. It's like we talked about SmackDown last week, and we loved it because you were able to watch it without commercials, and you could breeze through it in 80 minutes. That's 80 minutes of my life I either need to be paid for or I want back.
This is why we need to get monetized. So that you are getting paid for SmackDown.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that was SmackDown.
But this is exactly why. So we complain about it, the fact that there are premium live events so often. Mm-hmm. But I also feel like this is the only reason why it's a good thing. Because right now, looking at our recording, it's only 34 minutes. So if it was a SmackDown solely review, we would only have a 34-minute show right now. Like, we literally need to have a PLE following just so that we can keep our show an hour.
Okay.
That's crazy.
If there were more to talk about on SmackDown, I think it would be longer.
I know. But that's what I'm saying. There's nothing. There's nothing. They're giving us nothing. There's no content here. I mean, granted, I'm sure people are enjoying the ranting and the ravings, but
I don't even have it in me to crash out about anything on SmackDown. Like that's how that I'm defeated. I'm done. Like they need something. They need something. Okay. So then we get Saturday Night Main Event.
yes,
And it seems like I enjoyed the show more than you enjoyed the show.
100%. There was not much to enjoy. Realistically,
Gunther and
everything
Goldberg
no,
was better than I thought it was going to be.
yes, but my point with that is that nothing that you predicted happened, and again, it's more than likely because of the Seth injury.
It's very possible it's because of the Seth injury because Brian Alvarez of the Observer said
They cut it
had
by
to
40
rewrite.
minutes.
No, they didn't cut it by 40 minutes. They had to rewrite the last 40 minutes of the show because of Seth's injury. So they had something else planned, and the only way that happens if Seth somehow is involved in the main event.
Yeah.
And, you know.
But then there were also rumors online that Roman was supposed to return.
I don't know. Like,
one of the two was going to happen. Either he was going to cash in or Roman was going to return. I think Roman returns at SummerSlam, personally. I don't think they would have done that at Saturday night.
We did that last year, though, where Roman was gone from Mania till SummerSlam. Like, this man makes a gajillion dollars and shows up on his 5-day Brock Lesnar schedule now. All right, so
he ran the company for like 3 years, dude.
I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. He's a 1,316-day champion. I'm just saying, like, when he's gone, SmackDown specifically, just there's missing something. All right, so Saturday Night Main Event, we get our traditional walk-ins. Gunther comes in, walking in, and my first note, Gunther looks upset.
Okay.
Like he looks like he looked like he had cry face. Like he was like they told him, "You're going to lose the championship tonight," and they was like, "All right, now we got to film your walk-in," and he looked visibly upset. Then they go to Gunther. My note says Mike Ehrmantraut talking to his son because he looks like the dude from Breaking Bad. He saw Goldberg talking to his son Gabe. Whatever. So our first match is Orton and McIntyre. What? These guys are good. They're really good. So sure. Randy Orton comes out with Jelly Roll. And Jelly Roll's in his corner. You just fast forward to the end. It's your traditional McIntyre Randy Orton match. They hit all the things: Glasgow Kiss, power slams, draping DDT, everything that you would expect from this match. Towards the end of the match, Jelly Roll pushes Logan Paul because Logan Paul is trying to get involved in the match. He pushes Logan Paul into his ass, getting Drew McIntyre, who's inside the ring, yelling at Jelly Roll. He turns around. He goes to pick up Randy Orton, who's down because of a Glasgow Kiss, I think, and immediately RKO out of nowhere for the 3 count. All right, Randy Orton wins. Logan Paul comes into the ring. He sucker punches Randy Orton. Jelly Roll either missed his cue or just took 10 minutes to get into the ring because Logan Paul gets on top of Randy Orton for the second night in a row and starts pummeling him. And Jelly Roll is standing there for like 30 seconds debating whether or not he should get into the ring. Mm-hmm. He gets into the ring eventually, throws Logan Paul back. Logan gets up. He connects with a right hand on Logan. Logan runs out of the ring, stands at the apron. Jelly Roll goes to check on Randy Orton on one knee. All of a sudden, Claymore kick to Jelly Roll. Mm-hmm. And Jelly Roll went down and just acted like he died.
Yep.
Like he was flat out unconscious.
Yep.
Like gone.
And you got Drew yelling at him.
You got Drew yelling at Randy Orton. This is your fault. He shouldn't have been here. All this stuff. Adam Pearce and British Adam Pierce. It's Nick Aldis is his name. Come out, start yelling at Drew, trying to get them away from Jelly Roll. That's it, and that's how they go to commercial. They come back. The first thing you see is Adam Pierce, and my note says Adam Pierce and British Adam Pierce are arguing backstage with Drew and Logan about their actions.
You
They're just
literally wrote British Adam
yes, I
Pierce.
did. No, it's just the four of them yelling at each other at the top of their lungs.
It was crazy because, well, the feed that I watched, you literally see them yelling at each other for about maybe 10 seconds, not even, and then that was it. Like, there was no
Yeah.
actual dialogue. It was just them screaming at each other, and then it just cuts.
Yep.
That was very stupid.
That was it. They were like, you cannot attack a multi-Grammy nominated artist on our thing. We're going to get sued. Please stop kicking Jelly Roll in the face, was what they were saying. All right. So then we get our women sitting ringside. They show Io, they show Rhea, and then they show Jade Cargill. As they're showing Jade Cargill, Naomi, you see Naomi from the back over Jade Cargill's shoulder through the crowd coming, and she attacks from Jade's blind side. They have a brawl. They fight for a little bit. Jade gets in the ring. Naomi's standing on top of the announce desk.
Before they split them up, there's a point where Naomi runs at Jade, and Jade decks her in the face.
Oh yeah, she hit her,
and she went down.
Yeah,
for all intents and purposes, she hit her for real.
She connected, yeah.
She connected hard with that punch. I was surprised.
I think it was more of Naomi being the psychotic running into the punch. I don't think Jade actually threw it hard. I think Naomi ran hard into it. And it just made it look great.
I don't know. Maybe it was a combination of the two, but like that looked so bad.
Yeah. So Jade is in the ring. Naomi's on top of the thing. They're yelling at each other. Again, second segment in a row. British Adam Pierce comes out to the ring. And Nick Aldis says, I was going to talk to you guys about this, but since y'all can't stop fighting all the time, we need somebody who's going to be unbiased. We need somebody who's going to keep the peace. This match is going to have a special guest referee. And I'm just looking at my daughter again. I'm like, it's going to be Bianca. You're not going to have Evolution and not Bianca on the show at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So Bianca's music hits. Bianca's wearing some sort of prom dress nightgown.
Yeah.
Like she comes out the ring dancing and swinging her hair. So we're going to get Naomi, Jade Cargill, Bianca as special guest referee. Hopefully Bianca learned how to referee better than the last time she special guest refereed, which was the Rhea Io match, where she put her hands all over everybody. Everybody. And then double DQ'd them and threw the match out. Hopefully she went to referee school, because last time it was hilarious. She goes, I don't know how to referee. I love that from her. But yeah, so they're going to get that tonight. So then we get Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa in a singles match. This was actually a competitive match. They made Solo look much better. They've been doing a much better job the last couple weeks making Solo look menacing again. Eventually, Talatanga Loa Tamatanga. Talatanga. I'm sorry, I did that last time with my daughter. She goes, what did you say? I'm like, their names cannot be this similar. Like, I kept saying, I'm calling him Hikuleo. I don't care. His name is Hikuleo. I don't care what WWE.
People not gonna know who you're talking about.
Talatanga, the brother of Tonga Loa, gets involved. And he just kept getting involved. And then Better Uso gets the advantage eventually. Eventually, Better Uso gets the advantage, hits the Uso splash. I'm sorry. Jimmy should be getting everything that Jay is getting right now. I'm still doing this. Better Uso gets the advantage. He hits the super kick. He hits the Uso splash. Solo kicks out. I guess I wrote J and it auto-corrected to Hey, but it's Jimmy, not Jay. Jimmy goes for the spear. Solo kicks him in the face. Solo hits his spinning solo, which is his spinning rock bottom. Goes for the spike. Jimmy hits the super kick, goes for a second splash. When he goes for the second splash, Talatonga goes to interrupt. Jimmy hits the Pele kick to the face. And as he's trying to enter the ring again, Solo rolls him up, and Talatonga uses his gigantic length, his 7-foot legs, to give Solo more leverage and hold the pinfall down for the 3 counts. Solo retains. Really, really good match. I really enjoyed it. Eventually, the MFTs get into the ring. They start beating down Jimmy. Cousin Jacob comes to the ring. He starts beating everybody down. He runs all of the MFTs out of the ring other than Hikuleo. I'm sorry, Talatonga. I'm going to keep doing that because, again, I watched All In last night and his name is whatever. Let's see, I did it again. Talatonga's in the ring. He hits Solo. It's not Solo. Jacob with a big boot. Goes for whatever his finishing move is going to be. He charges at Jacob. He does a low bridge. He goes over the top rope. Jacob hits the suicide dive on all of the MFTs, and it gets in the ring. And then Cousins Uso stand tall over the MFCs.
I thought the match was good. It was a good
match. Is good. And as you said, this is Jimmy just getting over, using as a plot tool to get the Jacob story over.
That's all they do. Nothing special. Those are the two things. He's either there to get somebody over or he's there to tag with somebody new. That's all he does. I think he needs to be used as a saboteur and just sabotage everything that Solo's trying to do every single time because that's his little brother.
There was that one moment in the match where Solo goes, "This is your last opportunity. You can join us." And Jimmy's just like, "No, I'm good."
Yep.
All right. So then we get another backstage segment. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll are talking. And Jelly Roll's selling the Claymore kick. And Randy's apologizing. He's just saying, "I shouldn't have had you out there. That's my fault. I was waiting for him to say, I'm stupid. But he didn't do it. Randy goes, not Randy, I'm sorry. Jelly Roll looks at him and goes, "I'm a grown man. I made my own decisions, but they have to understand that they underestimated me. And I will fight Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul anywhere, any place." And Kathy Kelly walks up with a microphone. And she doesn't really say anything, but Randy Orton looks at her and goes, "Well, a match like this only has one word: SummerSlam." And I looked at my daughter and I was like, "I called it." I was like, I called this last night.
Now, my question to you is, who the hell's gonna believe that Jelly Roll's gonna wrestle? He could barely move.
So my thing is, we've been so spoiled with Logan Paul and Bad Bunny being solid wrestlers that if Jelly Roll doesn't come out here and hit something, this is gonna be so bad. Because we tried, because the rumor was we were gonna get Travis Scott wrestling at some point, but then they realized this isn't a good idea. Jelly Roll, I don't see Jelly Roll getting into like the performance center and working out for like 6 weeks on end to get his match proper. No. Like the most I'm gonna see is a Jelly Roll people's elbow. Like remember last year at WrestleMania, not this year, last year at WrestleMania when he was in the ring and he fell down.
Yes.
And they had to have 3 people pick him up.
Yes, but he's also not that big anymore.
He's not that big anymore. He lost that Ozempic is working hard. And I love Jelly Roll. I love his music. I blast his music all the time. But he lost a lot of weight.
He did.
He looks good. Okay. So then we get Seth LA Knight. This match had to be cut short abruptly because of Seth's injury. And again, LA Knight's a really good wrestler, but he wrestles like an 80s or 90s wrestler. So
Yep.
a lot of this is Seth just carrying the match.
Agreed.
So towards the end, LA Knight is rallying. He hits the pop up elbow. Seth kicks out. They try to go for a superplex. Seth slips out. He hits the buckle bomb. Goes for the pinfall. Misses. At one point, Seth goes for a lion salt. LA Knight moves. Seth goes to land on his feet. Tweaks his knee. Immediately, you can see there's something wrong. He goes into the corner, and I thought it was storyline doing the heel thing. Like I'm gonna sit here, and then when he comes in, I'm gonna do something. But he was talking to Paul Heyman. He was talking to the doctors, and then he gets up, and immediately LA Knight hits the BFT. LA Knight gets the win. And to your point before, LA Knight looked legitimately upset that his match had to be cut short. And then he left the ring upset, walked backwards, just staring at the ring. And just like, again, what do you want this guy to do? This is a guy who Seth
has been the super workhorse for all these years. He's the one that doesn't go away like that.
He's the guy who has a history of knee problems. He's torn his ACL in the past.
Yeah.
He worked in going into WrestleMania 40. He worked both nights of WrestleMania with a bad back, bad knee. They say he had so many injuries going into that thing, and he worked 2 matches. Like he's the workhorse of the company. If he's legitimately hurt, he's hurt. Like, so
I like it.
Yeah. So hopefully he's not too hurt because it'll really derail. If he's hurt, what is the plan for Raw? Because
it's all centered around them. Yeah.
It's all centered around him and his group. Like they're gonna have to.
What's the plan for the Money in the Bank?
Maybe they have a match. Maybe we do Braun Breaker versus LA Knight since he beat Seth, and the winner gets Money in the Bank. I don't want to see another ladder match. Like, I don't know. But it depends on how hurt he is, but we'll see. But yeah.
I mean, if he's out for a few weeks or whatever, it's whatever.
Yeah. If he's out for a few months, then but he was helped on his way to the back, and it looked bad. All right. So it was the 9:30 mark on the East Coast when they started the Gunther Goldberg segment. This man hasn't done a match over 8 minutes in a decade. And it was a 30-minute, it wasn't a 30-minute match, it was a 30-minute segment. So Gunther comes up to the ring first because, we have to get our Goldberg moment, pyro and everything. I did like that they brought back old head of security, Doug Dillinger, for the old school thing. They had Ernest the Cat Miller there, which was fun. DDP was there. I think Josh Barnett of Bloodsport was there for some reason. It was weird. And then Gabe Goldberg was there. They walk out with Goldberg. He does his pyro, does something. So this was as close you're going to get to a solid enough match from Goldberg. This was a lot of chops. This was a lot of punches. You didn't really ask him to bump a whole lot. It wasn't a lot of wrestling. This is really a brawling match. So Gunther eventually hits him with a chop. He goes for a drop kick. Goldberg hits him with a spear, and they made Goldberg look great. At one point, Gunther goes to the top rope for some reason because we got to show the 58-year-old can still gorilla press somebody. Like, I'm just saying, like Gunther should not be going to the top rope.
Yeah.
Goldberg goes for a spear on the outside, go before a commercial break. Gunther moves. He goes to the timekeeper area. They come back, a bunch of chops. Gunther eventually takes the knee brace off of Goldberg. He goes to show the to tease or show the knee brace to Gabe Goldberg, Goldberg's son, and Gabe jumps the barricade. Security holds Gabe back. Gunther gets back in the ring. Goldberg hits a spear. Actually, no, that's later. He goes for the spear. He misses. He hits Little Nate with the spear, and then no ref comes out. Then he hits. Then he comes and hits the spear. Hits the jackhammer. Gunther kicks out of the jackhammer. He sets up. Gunther puts on the choke. Goldberg tries to fight out of the choke. Tries to Hulk Hogan was way out of the choke. Eventually gets choked out. And Gunther retains his championship. Again, we think the ending of this changed because of the Seth injury. I don't see how you're gonna have Goldberg have his final match and have him get choked out. What's funniest moment of the match for me is after Goldberg hits the jackhammer. The ref runs out, the other ref runs out, and Goldberg takes so long to get the cover. It's just the ref is like trying to tell him, you need to cover him. I can't count the 3 count. He.
So
This is why the 58-year-old should not have been in this match.
wow. So solid enough match.
And it is.
Yeah, last time you're gonna see Goldberg. Why'd you cut this man off at the end when he's giving his speech?
You saw that, right?
They cut him off. 100% they cut him off. And Michael Cole's like, "Oh, this is all for you. This is your moment." Blah 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 blah. And then he literally all he really got to say was, "Hey, thanks for all my friends and family who came out from all the way around, the world to come see me in my final match. Blah 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 blah. Sorry that I lost. To my knowledge, I've never lost here in Atlanta. I'm sorry I went out the way that I did. Blah blah blah. I want to thank you guys for everything." Click. The end. They cut him off.
So apparently, WWE it ended. So they had to cut him off for the main broadcast for NBC because they did not have an overrun available to them. But I think because we're watching it on Peacock, so you could have let it run on Peacock. But I think that's WWE doesn't hold the distribution for Peacock. It's like Peacock has all of it. So, I mean, NBC has all of it. So I think they just cut it off for everybody. Because I was watching it with my daughter and I was like, okay, I guess that's how it's going to end. And she goes to me later. She goes, the Goldberg retirement speech was cut off for some people. I think some people were watching it on other platforms, maybe not Peacock, maybe around the world if you're watching it on Netflix or wherever else. It kept going, but definitely was cut off on Peacock, and then they released the entire thing on social afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah, it is what it is. Again, we're not going to see Goldberg again. I said this weeks ago. I don't even want to see him on my TV. I don't want to see 20 years from now or 15 years from now Goldberg hosting WrestleManias the way Hogan was hosting WrestleManias. Like, let this man go off into the sunset and let it be over.
Damn. He was the face of WCW, bro.
I mean, Hogan was the face of WCW.
I say it was Goldberg for quite a while.
Goldberg got popular in 98. Mm-hmm. The company died in 2001.
Okay, so he was the face from 98 to 2001.
We don't talk about WCW after 99. Everything else is trash from there on.
Damn, son.
You go back and watch those years.
No, thank you.
Anytime starting the Vince Russo era in WCW is just trash. That's when we get David Arquette as champion.
So I heard.
That's when we get Vince Russo as champion.
So I heard.
That's when we get Sting versus Vampiro in one of the worst matches in the history of wrestling. Bash at the Beach 2000, where Hogan steps on Jeff Jarrett. The finger poke of doom might have been before Vince Russo. That might have been January 99. Anyways, we don't talk about WCW from 99 to 01. That is dumpster fire. That is 2019 WWE levels
Damn.
of dumpster fire. That is what AEW was up until their recent turnaround.
Mm.
I want to talk about All In. You didn't watch All In.
I didn't. I'm good.
You don't want to talk about Mercedes versus Tony Storm?
That she got her first L? No, I don't
Her
want to
first
talk about it.
L in AEW, yes.
Yeah. No, I don't want to talk about it because it's not canon.
It is.
But overall, it was. I. That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't a great show for me either. Like, neither one of those shows were great.
Yeah, it was fine. I thought Saturday Night Main Event was better than SmackDown, but
But that's not hard.
it felt. I was telling my daughter, it felt like a mid show. It's like I was like, we got to put something on. None of these matches are of much consequence. Let's just put something out there.
But that's also what Saturday Night felt like.
That's what I'm talking about. Saturday Night.
Oh, I thought you were talking
about Saturday Night.
Yeah.
SmackDown was just, we need to get you to watch Saturday Night Main Event and Evolution. So here are some matches to get you to care.
Well, so far it hasn't done that job.
I mean, I'm intrigued for Evolution.
No, Evolution I'm intrigued for, but it didn't do anything for me for Saturday Night.
Oh no, absolutely not.
And Saturday Night, I think we would have been talking about it and way more enthused had Seth not gotten hurt. I'm almost
because I believe.
You also had the Steiners in the crowd, and you know the Steiners only show up when Braun Breaker's going to actually be on TV.
Yeah, I believe that they were going to do something with Seth in that briefcase on that show. I think that's what was going to happen.
Well, we'll find out in a few months after it airs on that new WWE show where they show you everything behind the scenes.
WWE Untold.
Yeah. We'll find out exactly what happened.
All right. So we got Evolution tonight.
Yeah.
We got Io versus Rhea in our main event.
Okay.
Which I highly believe that if Liv Morgan did not get hurt, we were going to get Liv versus Nikki Bella in the main event. Just saying. We got Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus.
Title's not going nowhere.
I forgot that the NXT Women's Championship is on this show.
Oh.
So we got JC Jane versus Jordan Grace.
Who's the champion?
JC Jane.
Jordan's going to get it.
Probably. We got, our favorite segment. Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Lyra Valkyria in a triple threat for the Intercontinental Women's Championship tonight.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, it's going to be so good. Then we got our Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship match between Judgment Day, Charlotte and Alexa, the Kabuki Warriors, and Sol Ruka and Zarya. This Photoshop job is horrendous.
Well, this is also the show that you said you don't believe any of the titles are switching hands.
I don't think so. I don't think there's anything of consequence in the show. Jade Cargill versus Naomi with Bianca Belair as a special guest referee, which is going to be the highlight of the show, I think. And then I think so. I think it's a no holds barred match. I think that would be the best. I think Io and Rhea are going to have a really good match. Those two women always put on good matches. But I think
that's what I thought you were going to say.
I think just from an entertainment perspective, I think that's going to be the most entertaining match on the show.
Okay.
It may not be the best match, but it's going to be fun to watch. And then we have the Clash in Paris #1 contenders women's battle royale. So the winner of this match gets the #1 contender. Apparently, they have announced 20 women for this battle royal.
Wow.
I don't know if there are going to be any surprises.
I would assume at least one or two.
Right now, it is once or two. Right now, it's Nikki Bella, Nia Jax, Stephanie Becker. It doesn't matter. It's 20 women in this match.
And you said you predicted Nikki's winning.
I think Nikki's going to win. They need to sell tickets in Paris, and Nikki Bella is a star.
Was a star.
She's still a star.
You think so?
Yeah.
She doesn't even get that much of a pop.
Let's see how the Bella's podcast is doing.
This guy.
But yeah, what are you looking forward to tonight?
Has to be Io Rhea.
Okay.
But I'm hoping that after tonight, I don't have to see them again.
Oh, you mean in against each other?
Against each other. I feel like it's happening too frequently.
They just don't have enough on Raw that's not wrapped up in the women's tag division right now.
Yeah.
And you got the Kabuki Warriors wrapped up in the women's tag division. You got Judgment Day wrapped up in that division. You got Maxine and Natalia, just randomly on TV with Alpha Academy doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie would be the one. Whoever comes out as the champion would be.
You think she's in the battle royal? She should.
Stephanie
be,
is in the battle royal. She is.
What about Julia? That's the one that we talked
She
about.
is.
Isn't on the show now.
Yeah, hold on. I'll show you right now. She is. Sorry, nope. Evolution Battle Royal.
Isn't Stephanie a champion?
No, she lost the NXT Championship to JC Jane when she got called up eventually.
No, I'm saying I thought she won something recently, but I guess I'm wrong.
No. All right, so it's Ivy Nile, Stephanie Vaquer, Zelina Vega, Julia.
Yes, she is. Isn't she the U.S. champion?
You said Stephanie, not Julia.
I said Julia.
No, you said Stephanie.
I said Julia after that.
We're gonna. Oh, Julia's a champion. You said Stephanie. We're gonna play that back. You said, "Isn't Stephanie a champion?"
No, I did.
You definitely said is.
That's at the 107 mark. We're gonna go back.
We're definitely gonna go back.
We're definitely gonna go back.
All right, Julia, Jada Parker, Nikki Bella, Chelsea Green, Nia Jax, Maxine Dupree, Natalia, Lola Vice, Michin, B-Fab, Candice LeRae, Tatum Paxley, Piper Niven, Alba Fire, Kalani Jordan, Izzy Dame, and Lash Legend is in this match.
How many was that?
That's 20.
Oh, so I guess no surprises, because isn't it a 20-woman battle royal?
I don't know how many are supposed to be. It just said they were 20 women revealed for it. Okay. I know it's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. I'm still hoping and praying for an AJ Lee return.
That'd be crazy.
But the more likely scenario is a Paige return.
I'd like that. I'd like a Paige return. She kept emphasizing when she was having her interview with Van Vliet that she could show up anywhere at any time.
Yeah, her contract is over.
Yeah.
AEW.
I don't know. I could go for either one.
I think an AJ Lee return would be
It'd be the bigger
more fun, bigger pop, because it's one that no one's truly expecting.
Very true.
All right. I think that's going to do it. I think we're going to have I know we talked about this on the last pod. We're reviewing Evolution tomorrow, or we're doing both on Tuesday. I can't remember.
I thought we were doing both on Tuesday, the same way we did both.
Okay, that's fine. We can do both Tuesday.
I don't personally care. I could do either or.
We'll see how Evolution is. If Evolution is solid to give it its own podcast, then we'll
if it's not and it's hot garbage like a Smackdown or Saturday Night, then we'll just combine it with Raw. Yes, absolutely.
Correct.
We'll do that. We'll play it by ear. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. I already got a text from Spider Pig saying, "Derek, I assume you're going to put Evolution on."
That's a good assumption.
Also, since he put it out on social media, or they did, I want to formally congratulate Spider Pig and his newly fiance.
Oh, yeah.
After, 15 years and multiple children.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Congrats. My only thing is I don't really feel we should be shouting out somebody who doesn't watch the show regularly.
Okay.
I don't care how much of a friend he is. If you don't, if you don't watch the pod, I don't care about what goes on in your life. Oh man.
Okay. On that note,
Not enough to shout it out on the show. That's more of a like I'll put up a post on like an Instagram and be like congratulations. That makes more sense.
I don't do that.
This guy. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for us today. Thank you guys for watching. As always, we enjoy the comments, likes, all that good stuff, the subscriptions. Continue to follow us to get more content, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.